Hello, 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 and welcome back to another episode of Old School Movie Review. With me, Majametra or Sir Steven. Old school, we review old school movies or new things from an old school perspective, because I'm 34. What? Anyway, today we're talking about a show called The Umbrella Academy. It's a Netflix original that just came out maybe a week or two ago. I don't know, I just turned on Netflix one day and it was the first trailer that played, and I stopped the trailer midway because what I was seeing was so fucking amazing. It was so incredible. So I was just like, I do not want any more spoilers for this show. I do not need to know anything else that happens in this show. They've already sold me on this show in the first minute of this trailer. Like this, okay, a little bit of spoilers for the trailer. The second I saw that the guy from Misfits was in this, the guy that played the main Misfit in the early seasons of the Misfits, the guy that was in, he was immortal. The second I saw he was in this, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be good." And he's on another show with superpowers. This should be good. Then the second that I saw that big spoiler here, that one of the the premise of the show is that these children around the world, 43 children were just mysteriously birthed with pregnancies lasting one day, and this guy, Hargreaves, Professor Hargreaves or some shit, he goes around the world and tries to collect as many of them as he can because he's like a scientist and he wants to do experiments on them, and he gets 7 kids. So this show deals with it deals with what's going on in the present, where all these kids are now in their 30s. I want to say their late 20s, early 30s, and it flashes back to when they were younger. Sometimes to when they were like 7, sometimes to when they were like 4. Sometimes that flashes back just a few years and shows what they were up to, and they're played by the normal actor. So there's a lot of flashbacks going on, and I just knew that kind of show would draw me in. It kind of reminds me of The Haunting of Hill House, where they're flashing backward and forward in time between the present and the past when they lived in the house. And it kind of reminds me of It, where there's 1985 and then there's 1958. And I just thought that those kind of stories are very interesting to me for some reason. I don't know. I think like a part of me, even from when I was really young, I just like seeing different versions of things. Like I remember on Muppet Babies once, Kermit became all muscular and stood like 5 foot tall instead of a little baby. This is just a memory from my fucking far back childhood, and I was just like, I loved that episode because it showed him in a different form. It was like his evolution or some shit, and that's why I love Pokemon, because the the monsters are different, have different forms. They evolve. Anyway, it's cool to see these characters in the present and then see what they're like as kids. It's like very interesting. And one of the things that drew me, the other main thing, besides the fact that one actor was in it, and Ellen Page I also saw was in this, which is kind of exciting. I've kind of cooled down on Ellen Page, but I do like her in this. The scene where it shows number 5 portal through time, and then he gets stuck in the future. That, and then when he interacts with the when he gets back with the people in the present, he's still a little kid. So you got the same actor that's in all the flashbacks, and now he's in the present too. So it's just, to me, I don't know if it's that exciting to everyone, but I am that's just so cool. It is just so cool. So those are the things that sold me on it. And once I started watching, it was even better than I could have ever imagined. It wasn't disappointing at all. I watched the first episode the first day, and then the next day I watched 4 straight episodes, and then the next day I watched 2. The next day I watched 2. I'm trying to draw it out as long as possible, and I've still got 1 episode left. And I can't wait to watch it today. Should be good. Should be awesome. Yeah, The Umbrella Academy. Great cast. Great premise, great story. They bring in all kinds of great songs and shit. All kinds of great music is played in this movie or in this show. It's on Netflix. So I think I'm done. My enthusiasm is about to burst. I need to let it out by smoking this cigarette, and I'll do that off camera. See you next time. Thanks for watching Umbrella Academy. Can't wait for season 2. It's based on Dark Horse Comics. You know, it's not Marvel, not DC. It's based on Dark Horse Comics, the 3rd best-selling comic publisher. I don't know if that's true anymore, if that was ever true, but Dark Horse was always like number 3 in my mind. But they're number 1 when it comes to Umbrella Academy.